let's start this thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Cheers,
man.
Good to be on.
Yeah, thanks
Finally.
for coming down, brother. How was last night? You said you played at Cloudland for a
Toga party.
toga party.
It's pretty loose.
Yeah, a bit dusty today.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, fuck, man. I used to love the toga parties on college, like just looseness.
Yeah, last night I had the option to either stay out and get lit or go home. And
What'd you do?
obviously I chose to go home.
Yeah. When were you playing though? Like, what was the vibe there? Was it Cloudland? You said?
Yeah. It was upstairs. It was like they have this big function room upstairs.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just fucking, I don't know how many, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of uni kids in togas.
Yeah.
Destroying the place.
Pretty wild. Any like real good togas, like, or shitty ones? I used to do the shittiest toga, like.
Honestly, I can say there's no more bed sheets on college.
Yeah, true. Just everyone
Just
just like
bed sheets.
just rough. Yeah. That was always. I think we used to do that. Or someone would go and get like, they'd go to Spotlight or whatever and just get a shitload of fabric and just cut it up and like, everyone, here's some fucking togas.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Were you wearing a toga?
Nah.
Oh, come on, man.
I didn't even know it was a toga party till
really?
I rocked up and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, that would have been all right though. And it was loose, you said.
Yeah. Always
in
loose.
Cloudland.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weird vibe because Cloudland you wouldn't think it's like you go downstairs in the main room and it's like normal trade and it's like all this like,
people dressed up.
Then normal clientele. Then there's just like 600-700 uni kids upstairs just fucking in togas.
Yeah. Just going off. I remember I was saying before that we did a festival there, blah, blah, blah. And then we did Do Me as well, which is another one that I was a director for with the Addicts crew. And so we did a festival at Cloudland, like in the main room and in two of the function rooms we had stages. And it was just like, because it was back like, it was festival dress too. So it was like people in shorts and singlets and just loose, like, so much money across the bar. They were like, holy shit, these guys drink. Like, they were going hard, man.
It's a very, up-class venue.
Yeah.
Parties like these, but...
Yeah. Well, that's why it was
though.
so funny. Like, just like people cooked and shit and like it was break beats. So it's like Stanton Warriors playing. I think we got Scribe over.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we got Scribe over and it was so hard to even like get in contact with him because he'd like kind of like dropped off the map.
Yeah.
We had to like get in contact with his old manager who was like, oh, I think I've got his friend's number still, and then had to fucking like get the friend's number and then get in contact with the friend who then got in contact with him for us because I think he'd gone to rehab and stuff. Like he'd full like, tried to clean himself up and he wasn't really performing or anything. And then we got him over from New Zealand and I think he stole a bottle from the club or something. They had their rider of the bottle and they're like, oh, we're going to go like grab something or, go to the hotel or whatever. And they took the bottle with them out of the venue. And then management was just like, they can't come back in. This is after he'd played, luckily. They're like,
that's all right.
He can't
That's
come
lucky,
back in. And we're like, oh, well, I guess you can't really be stealing bottles, liquor from the venue and stuff.
Is it stealing though?
Yeah, wow. Liquor licensing, they'd love to hear about that. This is it allegedly happened. It didn't really happen.
We all allegedly stick the sneaky bottle that's left in our bags to go back to the hotel.
Yeah, on the old rider. So what's been going on lately, man? You playing just round the place after COVID, getting back into the gigs?
Yeah, just down under and birdies and linglings.
Down under?
Yeah.
What's that like these days? I haven't been there. Like, what night is that?
Wet Wednesdays.
Yeah, and what's it like these? I haven't been there in years.
I don't think it's ever changed.
Same as,
and it never will change.
Just looseness backpackers and like student night too Wednesday. Like, so get many students. Yeah,
we get like a few students because it's like cheap drinks.
Yeah.
So since after COVID, all the other venues are still like high price drinks. And then
they're doing the discount. Yeah,
it's the normal basics, student basics.
That's it. You get the students in and all that, and like they'll all come and they'll like you only need to get a little bit of the word out there to a few uni students, and then they're all like, oh, we got to go to this place. It's like
you tell 3 people and 100 people come, and you're like, that's all right.
Just cheap piss and that's it, man. The uni crowd is just like
cheap piss.
Yeah, they just love cheap piss. That's it. That's all you got to do. Or you just look after a couple of the like you know, the ones who are either running the show or are real popular or something, and then they all turn up. Like we used to do that all the time for like festivals and events and stuff. Just be like, give like a couple free tickets to the you know the committee or whatever of a college,
and they all just come.
And then get them to, and then you get like a couple of people on the college to sell tickets or whatever, and then it's just like bang,
easy.
You got like an extra 200 people rock up,
and it's loose. It's a loose 200 people.
I don't know if people doing that kind of stuff these days, like hitting up the colleges and doing that kind of a thing. I don't know if I see that much. I know we used to do it heaps. Like
I DJ a lot of the college parties.
Yeah,
but
because they have their own sort of parties and stuff now, I guess.
Yeah,
like whereas back then it was like there wasn't necessarily their own parties. It was like we just get them into our parties. Yeah. So that's like
a lot of them just run their own parties now.
Yeah,
in like venues and stuff, and it's loose and they destroy the place.
Yeah, that's it. You can't. Yeah, that's why Cloudland would have been interesting.
Everything's shaking, and you're just like, people are trying to like get up onto the fucking stage and just grab shit. Grab headphones, microphones, just anything. Looseness. And you're like,
you just need you need bulk security, eh? Just to be like, nah, get out of here. Like, And what about so then you said birdies? That's pretty much, you know, similar sort of backpacker sort of vibe and stuff.
Young
students
and loose.
that, And then what was it? Linglings?
Yeah, Linglings. Yeah, now
that'd be pretty good
since Famous burnt down. So
yeah, man. What happened? Do you know the full story there? Because you used to play there. Like, what happened with the fire? I never heard. Like,
I haven't heard.
There was a fire and it burnt down. That's all I heard.
Yeah, I didn't hear much about it. To be honest.
It's a bit strange that we didn't hear much about it. Eh? I was a bit sus on it when it happened.
I didn't really want to ask though.
Yeah. I was a bit sus on it when it happened. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was a bit heartbroken when it happened. I was like,
oh, during COVID, like, oh yeah, sounds like a good way to get out of the industry. You know, are they coming back? Do you know anything? Like,
yeah. Come back,
Oh, that's good then. Yeah,
but Patrick, he owns heaps. Like, owns a lot of venues.
Yeah, dope.
He owns like Linglings and Showgirls and stuff like that as well. Like,
because that used to be Hot Gossip.
Yeah,
back in the day. I remember it as Hot Gossip, man.
Everyone remembers that Hot Gossip.
Bloody Hot Gossip, man. That's
But Famous is probably like up there. Plays.
Yeah,
best vibes.
I don't think I've been in there when it was famous. I think I might have been in there once when it was famous, but yeah, I think it was mainly Hot Gossip when I'd been in there. Yeah.
Famous now is just like LA or Vegas style R&B, just that real show off bottles,
booze, bottle service and stuff. Yeah,
everyone's trying to flex on everyone.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I got nothing to flex. That's why I don't go there. I got nothing to flex.
I walk in and I'm like, okay, where's the cheap drinks?
yeah, that's it. The old cheap drinks.
They're like, what do you want? Vodka.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we've only got, you know, gold leaf.
Do you want Ciroc?
Yeah, Ciroc and stuff like that. Usually it's like the house vodka. Just whatever the house, it's like some Russian
Red
brand.
Square or some $20 vodka.
Yeah, some Russian brand you can't even pronounce. And it's just like the cheap, nasty
rocket
stuff.
fuel.
Yeah. No, that's good. So how did you start DJing then? Like, is there any uni connection there, or like, you know, that loose sort of crowd? It seems like you play for a lot of that kind of vibes.
So my cousin, like when I was first 18, my cousin was like best mates with Harley C and Tripper MC, played at Shooters, like R&B. And yeah, they just invited me down the coast. He's like, oh, come, we got like Penthouse. Come go party with them when I was like 18. Yeah, sweet. Always did music, like always played music, made music, and then it wasn't until like a couple of years later, a few of the boys like I met at those apartments, like I'd started going out heaps. I didn't start going out until I was like, maybe 20. I was sort of late, like on the going out train. And then I just seen them all, they were like DJs and shit out. I was like, fuck, man. They're like, oi. And it was just like, fucking just haven't seen you in fucking years.
Yeah.
And then, and it's just seeing them DJ, watching them DJ, like Marv and stuff. Used to always go watch him. Just stand there, watch how he did it, and then just learn. And then,
So did they teach you then, or did you just get some decks, or like what?
No, they sort of taught me like
in the club while you were there?
Yeah, just like this, that. Then I bought a little controller, and then just
what controller did you get? I love hearing like what people got first.
Was it a Pioneer? Fuck, I don't remember now.
Yeah.
It was a record box one.
Yeah.
So I started on record box, and then I didn't play on like probably on CDJs till like my first club gig,
Mm.
and that was maybe 3 years ago now.
Yeah. So how long had you been, playing, like, from when you sort of started learning a bit and with your controller and stuff until you
maybe 20. I think it was like New Year's 2018.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
so not that long in the scheme of things of DJs. Like I haven't been playing that long, but
yeah. And now you it's full time, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was pretty lucky. I went took me maybe not even a year, and I was like,
Straight
I'm just
in.
gonna just go for it.
Go for it, yeah. And so where did you start playing and stuff? Because when you go to if you want to do it full time, you got to have a few spots sorted. Where were you sort of playing when you first started?
Playing at Lost Bar.
Oh yeah.
On Thursdays. So it's like when I first went there, like Phil, he put me on. He's like the first person put me on a club in the Valley, and I was like, yeah, sweet. And then it was like pretty dead, and then you just had, because I went to uni as well, so I just like brought uni friends, and then it just turned into this huge Thursday night.
Yeah.
Where it'd just be like packed out every Thursday.
Yeah.
I lost fuckers back like $3 drinks.
Oh man.
Then and
that's so good, the back end of the day.
So it was like easy as to get people to come.
Yeah. And
it'd be like, $3 or $2.50.
Someone should do $3 drinks somewhere.
Yeah.
They're probably not allowed.
Nah, they're all like COVID.
Oh yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. But like that's the thing.
The COVID excuse now.
You can get so many people in though, like if you do that.
Oh yeah.
Because how much does it drink? Like you're still making money on the $3 like drink.
Yeah, especially with the vodka they're pouring like.
Just I remember I started in Townsville when I was at uni, and they had two. It was called Dollar Drinks was the name of the night on Tuesdays, but it was $1 for a half nip, so it's $2 for a drink.
Yeah.
But then this place, one of the clubs would do, they'd do like 50-cent drinks, so it would actually be like 50 cents for a drink, but it would only be for 1 hour.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't tell you when that hour is, so you had to be there all night.
That's a smart play.
Yeah. So like everyone would just go there, and then like they wouldn't put it real early or anything.
No,
they'd
you
put
wait.
it later on. Yeah. And then as soon as like they'd get on the mic, they'd be like, yeah, 50-cent drinks or whatever, and just like everyone just run to the bar because everyone's like, can I get 20 vodka, like whatever's, and it'd just be like carrying trays of drinks back, just everyone just loose
getting
as.
sloshed.
But yeah, and then the rest of the night it was $2 drinks. So
oh fuck.
yeah, so it was meant to, yeah. So it was like, but like you can only drink so many in an hour. Like I think they'd let you get one lot of drink. You couldn't just keep parking drink. You know what I mean? Yeah. You couldn't go up and buy
20 trays,
20 drinks and then come back at 20 drinks. I can't remember how they policed it. I was always pretty loose at those things. But those cheap drinks, man. I don't know. It's crazy.
Easy.
Yeah, that's the one with So like you had the thing at Lost, then you said, and then you're bringing all the uni crew.
So it's just like just uni, like just every Thursday it just turned to a student night, and then just go up to Birdies with like Levi and stuff.
Yeah,
hang out there because I've known him for yonks, and then fucking. Yeah, just started playing up there. Yeah, like
that's it. If you go and like hang out enough and like some people and that, and then
I remember like Johnsky that was doing the bookings there. Used to come down like from Birdies to Lost like early and sit there, have a drink, and just like watch the like sort of be there for an hour just to be like.
So it's like the competition. You play like.
Oh yeah, he seen me play, but it was like more just he seen the people that was coming in, and like because we'd all go. So I'd play 10:30 to 12. At Lost, and it'd be packed from like 9. Yeah. And then at midnight, they used to all follow me. We used to all just go up to Birdies.
And that looks good then for you too, because like you got all the crew with you and stuff, and they're like, oh, he's bringing people in. Like, did they ever like anyone ever hit you up to like promote? Because whenever someone's got a heap of friends like that, they're always like, oh, do you want to promote, like and stuff like that?
I never really promoted anything. Yeah. I just like getting pissed.
Yeah.
Like I was just.
Yeah.
The whole promoting thing doesn't really
interest you.
Not really. It's just like if people want to go to something, they'll go.
Yeah.
And it's like
just got to make it good.
Exactly. A lot of people like try and force it down
Yeah.
like force events down people's throat, and it's like just makes people not want to go.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's just like if they want to be there, they'll be there.
yeah,
If they just want to hang,
yeah.
if they want to get sloshed, like it was just party
Yeah.
cheap drinks.
But you
they'll
got to
be
let
there.
people know about it though. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
People
you gotta
don't know
get it out
about
there.
it. Yeah, but I suppose that's good. Like
That's the easy thing with the unis though. Is just like one person finds out, it's just they're all there.
Yeah,
Word of mouth.
yeah, yeah. What were you doing at uni when you were doing that? You said you're at uni.
Engineering and science.
Oh, true.
So
Did you finish that or what?
nah,
Nah, I didn't finish
I
my
deferred.
degree. I didn't finish my degree either. Don't worry,
it was
bro.
like third year, so I deferred it
Yeah.
because I was getting busy with DJing, and I was like, I'll defer it.
Any plans to go
Just
back?
working.
Not at this stage.
Not at this
Like
stage.
not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Too busy now.
Yeah.
Don't get any sleep as it is.
Yeah, because you were saying before that you're doing the close pretty much
Yeah, pretty much every night.
every night at Birdie's.
30s and
So
Dunder.
what's that like Thursday? Oh, so you're doing like the Wednesday at Dunder,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Birdie's.
And then Sunday is just the Sundays.
Sunday, yeah, the Sundays, yeah,
Which is
with the
nice.
Sundays at the Bird, yeah, a little bit more chill. You're not usually on the close there, right?
Yeah.
I think Kobe does that one, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
Kobe's been on it, so it's been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's always good when you can have that little break.
Yeah, it's good. I can just sit around and drink.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
I-
Sundays is about, man. I
I'm
reckon.
just like, yeah, sweet. Like, do me set, and then it's just
That's what I like about Sundays. You can just like hang out and get to catch up with a heap of like DJs and like you
Yeah.
know like people like in the industry and that you can all have a drink and you know it's pretty cheap, drinks as well. So it's
yeah,
always
no,
good.
it's
Hit up
good.
Bergies for some drink cards.
yeah, Bergie, give us more drink cards.
Yeah, he always gives me
Up it.
he always gives me some and then I'm always come back later. I'm like, hey man, can I get I was here early, bro. Can I have another drink card?
Yeah, I never got any drink cards from you. I just need some more.
Yeah, yeah, that's what. Well, it's the opposite sometimes. I'm like, bro, you didn't. Can I have drink cards? Like, he hasn't given them to. He's like, I gave you drink cards. I'm like, you've not given me any drink cards. I've been buying my own drinks the whole night. And then he's like, what, really? But no, it's yeah, it's been pretty good. What did you? Well, I know that you were at the old Sundays at Stockies for a bit,
it was good.
and then some stuff happened, and you weren't there anymore.
Yeah,
And
And-
what do you reckon between the difference? Are you liking that it's at Birdie's now?
yeah. Of course, I got to hang out with everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Because you didn't get to for a
I
while.
didn't get
though, eh?
to. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
just-
I didn't. I went to Boundary a fair bit. The Sundays there.
Yeah.
But that was ages ago, and then I didn't really go to the Stockies one until just after COVID.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I was never really. I think I might have been to one before that, but just because I work full time and stuff, I was
yeah,
like,
no, it's pretty hard. Yeah,
I was just never had the chance to, and then so I didn't really get to see a lot of what Stockies was in its heyday, I suppose.
yeah. It was lit.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. It was- it was a
yeah.
good time.
Any good memories or good times that you can think of at the moment that.
Ooh, probably just
Because you used to play there, right? When it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. What kind of what room and what time are you playing when you're playing there?
oh. Well, I started off in the trap room actually.
Yeah.
My first set was there. It was a trap room,
Yeah.
and then went to I think it was like R&B room for a bit, and then just up in the main room.
Yeah.
Beer garden, and then
Because you play a bit of everything genre-wise, eh?
yeah,
Yeah. It's not like
yeah. I'm not.
you're not
delved in.
really any one specific thing. You just sort of like,
I just
I'll
get-
play whatever.
I get bored.
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I'm like playing something for too long, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's why it's hard to get it like a set. I guess it's just open format. I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And then I've seen sometimes you get on the mic and a bit of MCing. How'd you get into doing that?
Toddy Spitfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he
Fucking-
he showed you some stuff or you just saw him
No,
doing it and
just-
thought, oh, I'm gonna give that a crack.
No, because I always be at Birdie's fucking playing with him, and then me and him started doing gigs away and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it was like you just pick it up, like being with someone long enough, and just like watching them every day, and it's
Yeah.
obviously like watching like the best do it every day,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just you'd be stupid not to pick up something off it
Give it a crack.
or give
yeah.
it a crack,
Yeah, yeah.
and then it just turns into makes like sets so much easier too, like.
Yeah, when you can have that bit of interaction and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you just like if something's dying out in the crowd, you just get in the mic, hype them up, and it's just easy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
that's
sort of lazy, but like, lazy, but
lazy. Just the easy way. It's like, oh, you don't even have to be a good DJ. Yeah, just hype them up with that.
you can just cut the music and just hype them up.
Yeah,
Say it's someone's birthday and they're like, oh.
yeah. Just another dimension to it, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, just get them going. What about? I've seen in some of your sets, like you scratch a little bit as well. Like,
Yeah, so I do.
how did you learn that? Was that something you learned at the start when you were learning, or you just worked on it?
I was
or-
always watching like Levi, like Method,
Yeah,
Marv, and all that real good scratches, and then going into Famous, and you just have
it's
some
almost
of
like a requirement.
like-
Well, not a requirement, but
but
it's like it works in
you
there.
have like some of the best like turntablists, like skill wise DJs
Yeah,
there, like all old heads. Like
Yeah.
you got like Lek, Tebs, all those boys, and then they're just freaks.
yeah. I was saying that the other day that there should be we should run like a DJ comp in Brisbane that's vinyl only.
Yeah,
You know what I
I'd
mean?
love that,
Like,
yeah.
that'd be sick, man. Like, imagine that, like, just turntables and real vinyl, like, not digital vinyl. You
Like
gotta
actual
use,
vinyls?
You got to use real vinyls.
Jesus,
like, yeah, I
yeah.
know. So, like, but you know, if you you want to put a set together, you just means you got to buy those
Vinyls,
vinyls
yeah,
that
and
you
make
want to
it
play.
work.
Like, that'd be sick, man. Like, I know because
It's a dying.
oh yeah,
Whereas-
but it'd be. I reckon you'd get a heap of old school guys come in too, who no one knows. Like, who are these guys? And they'll just be like tear it up. But I think the problem would be you'd have to have like the judges would have to be
Old school.
but they don't. But they also. I mean, they don't even have to be that old school, I think, but you'd have to have different like a heap of different genres, people who
Yeah.
are knowledgeable in different genres, because you'll have like, you know, like techno or house guys
Yeah.
come in and do a house set on vinyl, and then you'll have hip hop guys come in and
do the
do
hip
like,
hop
you know,
sets.
hip hop sets. So you'd have to have a bit of a balance, I think, between people who are into hip
all
hop,
genres, yeah.
people who are into house, like, and make sure you've like your panel of judges has a bit of, you know, that diverse, because otherwise if everyone's just into house, then when the hip hop guys come, they'll be like,
"What the
oh,
fuck's
this
this?"
is shit, and the other way as well, you know, like, so I've toyed with that idea. I think it could be, that'd be fun, man. Like,
It's just finding enough people who know how to do it, to be honest.
I reckon you'd find enough people. Yeah, pull it forwards a bit.
Put
if you
on
would. I reckon
Brisbane DJs.
yeah,
every old head will come
yeah,
out.
yeah. I reckon there'd be enough, man. Like, I don't know. If anyone's out there watching and you reckon you'd be keen, let us know. We'll organise something.
Carl Cox Cabin Fever.
Yeah,
You watch those?
I don't think
Carl
I've-
Cox live streams.
Oh yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just all vinyl. It's just
So is it like so much money though? Like,
oh, bro. His collection is like ridiculous.
yeah, I remember at family, like, this was like when I wasn't DJing or anything. This is I was
Yeah.
still just a punter, and I was just like real young going out. They used to have like up on the mezzanine level where that bar is.
Yeah.
That used to like right there where there's the barrier where you can stand and
Yeah.
sort of like watch down at the stage. That used to be where the booth was.
Yeah.
Up there.
I actually seen a photo. I think it was Miggs who posted it.
It was wild, bro. And like behind them, they had like all those vinyls because like
Yeah.
if you were a touring DJ around the world, you're not going to take
Yeah.
a massive crate of all these
Crates of all your
vinyls, like
vinyls.
all over the world. So like they just make sure that they had
Enough.
all the all the big releases
Yeah.
and stuff there. And then if they've got like, people could just take
They'd
their
obviously have their own
exclusive,
tracks,
a
yeah,
few
but-
exclusive vinyls they take with them. But then like, yeah, and that was so sick because like where the stage is now, which is
Yeah.
now the warehouse for anyone who
Nah,
hasn't
still a
doesn't
family.
know family.
Still
Yeah,
a
I still think it was family.
I still invoice it as family.
yeah,
It's just like a little, you know, a little,
yeah,
the
they're
little
like,
things.
oh, yeah, okay. Where the stage is, that used to be like the part of the dance floor, a raised part of the dance floor.
Yeah.
And so you used to be able to, that was like a raised bit, and everyone would be down there like.
Yeah, I've
looking
seen
up.
photos of it. It's too young, obviously. But
It's wild, bro.
apparently that was the heyday.
Oh,
That was the peak.
man.
That was the
No,
peak.
I only a few times when it was like that, I went. But yeah, that was so good.
The Dirty Dutch era.
Oh man, it was just like like electro and house, sort of like that like French electro shit. And then like the ice bar. Do you ever remember the ice bar that was upstairs? That was a bit later as well, though.
Yeah.
There was like a bar, and it was like made
Made
of
out of
ice.
ice.
So, well, it probably wasn't all made out of ice, but it was real cold, so it had like ice. And
Yeah.
so people just go up and like hold their hand there for ages, and then a handprint because their hand would melt like the ice, and then they'd take it away, and there'd just be like a handprint there and stuff. Man, that was wild. Old family, man. That's taking us back. But yeah, so like scratching and stuff. Is it something you practice heaps or?
Yeah, I
Because you
practice
got to
quite a
practice
lot.
that
Yeah.
stuff, man. You can't just.
So all I use at home is just I got 2 turntables and a S9
Yeah.
mixer,
Yeah.
like a battle mixer, and then
Yeah.
it's just
As in like
jam on it.
turntables like vinyl? or-
Serato time code.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
they're,
yeah.
but
Oh
they're
yeah, vinyl. Yeah,
turntables.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're
it's
not
just, yeah.
CDJs.
No,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
CDJs.
Yeah.
I
How
got-
is it then like going from scratching on like vinyl to scratching on CDJs? Is there big? Is it like obviously there's a difference because of
There's different-
it doesn't.
but you can adjust the weights in
Yeah.
the CDJs now, which is nice. So you can like sort of
Get a
it's
bit
pretty
more-
close, but
Yeah.
it's easier to scratch on CDJs. It's nicer.
Yeah.
Like it's more crisp.
Yeah.
Like it was digital.
Yeah.
Unless you got was it phase? I haven't got phase. It's like these little things you stick on the vinyls,
Oh yeah.
and it's just like, well, you don't have to stick it on vinyls, use anything. It's just a time code. It's just,
Yeah. Nice.
and it's like all digital then.
Oh yeah. So like the digital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the vinyl
So it's-
time code.
yeah.
Things. Yeah.
Instead of using stylus, which I
Yeah.
still use, and you just break so many.
Yeah.
Comes
Needles, man. That's the other thing about like like with the vinyl stuff. It's just like everyone's got to. It's like you got to bring your own like cartridge. Bring your own cartridges, your own slip mats because like.
and then if it's like too bassy, like stage setups, like the needles skip and jump.
you
and
gotta
then
have
it's
like
just-
those little isolation.
Yeah.
pads. I've seen some like crazy photos of people with like the stupidest
Huge
things.
fucking things under
Yeah,
it.
big things to isolate it. Yeah,
But now with the phase,
yeah.
you can just crank or whatever.
Yeah,
just
cool.
won't skip. It's just
I haven't seen those. I have to check them out.
yeah,
Yeah.
mint, expensive, but
Yeah, oh, really? Yeah,
like anything.
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
like anything DJ wise.
I was talking to someone, Sarah, last week about the 3000s, and it's like they cost so much. Like, I don't know how much they are, but yeah,
Yeah, what was it? I think it's like 10 grand for a set of CDJs and a mixer now.
man, that's
For
so much.
like
So much money.
what they say is industry standard. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
I mean, what's yeah? It's like I think it like outside at Birdie's when we play on the Sunday, it's like 2 different models, and it's like one of them's like doesn't you
Doesn't work.
you can't it gets like stuck sometimes if you're doing it like I like to use it like from this side to if
Yeah.
I'm like mixing it, but I think on one of them you
Sticky.
got to do it at the top because
Yeah.
it's sort of otherwise it like gets stuck, and it's like oh how does it stuff up a bit when you're trying to scratch, or it's not as bad because you're doing it from the top?
I just find one that works because I just use one side
Figure
with
out,
Serato
yeah.
because you can just straight double.
Yeah.
And I just use one side
Yeah.
and using Serato's mint in clubs,
Yeah.
like because usually you don't get 2 CDJs that work mint.
Yeah.
All right, let's be real.
Unless you're somewhere. That's the thing. Like I've been playing at Comuna Cantina from like 4-hour sets, and they're like 2000 Nexus 2s, and
Brand new.
they're like perfect,
Crisp.
crisp. And it's just like I just like have the best time playing like 4 hours there.
Yeah.
And then I go on Sunday and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, I actually got to work way harder here, like to actually get it to work. But you need to have that like.
There's heaps of I think the thing at Birdie's is like trying to get them all serviced.
Because there's so many rooms, like they've got
Yeah.
so many like decks. Like I didn't even know what's upstairs in the Avery room. Like if
Yeah, they got Nexus 2. But
Oh, well,
then
there
I
you
think
go.
it was it was the first Sunday. Because I think it was yonks ago I was playing and I was like, some backpacker spilt like a jug of beer over it, right?
yeah,
And it's all right. But it just sort of fucked up the buttons a
Yeah.
bit. And like some of the things you have to like press on a certain way to actually get
you
to,
gotta
like,
know. You gotta know.
You gotta know how to like do it.
You gotta stand on one foot and,
then-
lead to the side and like press.
Yeah, then I think it was just someone just I couldn't get it and they pressed it too hard and like cracked the screen and
Oh yeah, I remember
yeah,
seeing
the
something
shattered
like that.
screen. And
Yeah,
it was
that's-
just
Yeah.
and now that's off to repair. So
Yeah. Well, actually, my decks are actually getting serviced at the moment. I sent them dropped them the other day because I was just like the Q button was like stuffing up and
it's such a
needed
weight
some
on
stuff.
servicing though at the moment.
Is it?
I think so. After COVID,
Depends
it was
depends
just
where
like,
you go to.
Yeah.
I guess. I think I hit up Twisted Pair because I knew some of the guys there. So they
Get
were
it done
like, oh,
quick.
it shouldn't they're like, oh, maybe a week. I was like, oh,
yeah, that's
sick.
all right.
I was like, they're like, oh, maybe unless we need like some crazy parts or some shit, like, but because I think Brisbane Sound Group. I think they're the
Yeah.
they're the
good.
official pioneer people. But yeah, I just hit up Twisted Pair. I was like, hit them up.
It's a cue button.
Oh yeah, I've already pulled. I pulled mine one apart because you know how when you're like nudging,
Yeah.
and it engaged. It was engaging the as if you were
the
touching on
platter,
the top
yeah.
when I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I looked it up online, and it was like, oh yeah, it's like it means that you're like there's these springs that like they get too compressed, and so yeah, I pulled it all apart. Man, it was like I was being so careful. I had like everything, like certain things. I had all this foam everywhere to put it, and like unscrewed everything, and was like real careful because I was like, man, I don't want to stuff like 2000 Nexus decks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I did it. I pulled all the springs out. I lengthened them, put them back in, got it all sorted. There was no screws left at the end, which is always good. You like put it
If
back
there
together.
is, you're like,
put it back together, and there's like 2 screws. You're like, oh no, where were they from? Like,
it's in the bin, they go.
yeah. But yeah, so I did that. So that's why I was just like, oh well, if I get them serviced, it's not like, I probably got no warranty or anything to stand on anyway. Like, and I think they're like 7 years old, 8 years old now. So
yeah, they're getting pretty old now. The next.
yeah. But yeah, it's those 3000. Have you played on 3000s at all yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah,
Want to though.
yeah. They got them at La La Land.
Too scared to touch them, I reckon.
Yeah. Just because if you break them,
Like,
no drinks near them. Just be like keep them like well away and stuff. Yeah. So you're on You said you were using like record box.
yeah,
stuff.
and USBs.
Yeah.
And then
And now you use like Serato.
yeah.
Because I used to use Tractor. That used to be, and I used to love like the fact that you could just have like so much music on your computer, and then if you want a song, you don't even need to know
Where it
the
is.
full name or the artist or whatever. You just need to know a word in the in the song name or artist name, and then you can just type that in, and it'll just like show you all, like search them all. So handy, man.
It's
Like,
easy.
It was always the best.
Everyone underrates it.
Yeah, and for open format as well. Like, just to have that like flexibility to just go, oh yeah, I think that song like
This.
it's so good because I think it opens up the possibility for like you to just like on the fly think of a song like and you're like, oh, that song would be cool, but like when you've got USBs, it's like
you're like, where is that?
Where is that song? Or like
Trying to type it in.
Yeah, I never used to do that ever, but on the 2000 Nexuses.
Oh yeah, you can. Touch screen.
I was saying, I was like, oh, this is actually like cool, like because I was never going to be using the needle to like try and get.
Yeah, no, that is the worst. And it's like do a wrong letter, got to like try and get it back, and it's just
terrible. But yeah, it's I really like the the search function there. So it almost takes me back to playing on like Tractor and stuff like that, where I had that. And I suppose like are most of your sets that you play like and stuff, how long are you playing at these places? Like are you doing long sets, or are they like still 2-hour sort of sets or whatever?
So usually I do about Thursday, Saturdays like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like in a set, or if I like in one room.
Yeah.
And then Fridays are 6 hours.
Yeah, that's the big ones. Those 6
Big
hours.
ones.
I remember doing. I think I used to do a 8 till close, so it was like sometimes till like 2 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man, like 6 hours or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday's the only money.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But
that's
it's like
birdies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when do you start and finish then?
About 9, finish 3:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
But lately it's been like just packed all night.
Yeah.
But it's just like you get exhausted because it's just like you just got to like try and keep that energy.
Because if
6 hours and
because
you're
if
like,
it's not packed at the start, you can sort of like
you just ease in.
you can just play some tunes. You don't have to like be
Just
going
like-
all off and trying to get the energy and keep the crowd like having fun.
engaged. Yeah.
Because everyone's just having drinks. But when it's smashed like that, how's that been anyway? Like when we came out of COVID and the lines were massive to get in, and
there's
stuff.
more people outside than there
I
is
remember
in.
that time when you got us in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The line was like
the line was massive, and then I think I was waiting for Divinity was inside, and she was going to come out and get us in. But then I saw you, and you were like, "Oh yeah, come in."
just jump
And
in.
then I go up because you were still downstairs, I think, and they were like, that main floor,
Yeah.
that main room. They were like, "Nah, it's full," and I was like, "Oh, all right." So I was like, "I guess I'll just go upstairs for a bit," like, and just went up there, and then kept coming down. And he's like, "Nah, nah," and I was like, "Wait, Blake." I was like, I came to go into the main room to see, like, to hang out and stuff, and like, I think you were playing
dash.
still.
Yeah. I always do the quick dash to the front door. I always get these messages, and I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. And so
Long
you come
song,
out and,
run down. Yeah, quick.
yeah, jumped in and that, and I was
Run
like,
back upstairs.
cheers, bro. Like, and then it was wow, but yeah, crazy because like those lines, like you said, the lines are so massive. Like people
Yeah.
outside, and like, what's it like now? Because I haven't really been there.
It's still ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like
still massive lines and that.
it's always down to Chinatown,
Yeah,
and it's just like, and everyone's like, oh, you can't get in, restrictions, but you're like, everyone's
everywhere.
outside. Everyone's just packed outside anyway. Like, what's the
Yeah.
difference?
and
Like,
everyone, and it's all like it's pretty much all the venues. I remember one
it's all the
Saturday I
venues.
went out, and it was because I was at my cousin's wedding beforehand, so I didn't get out till like 11:30, 12. Like and I'd go one place.
People, it's just
there's
like-
like a line. I'm just like, oh, man, I don't want to wait. Like, and I'm like, oh, I'll try this other place. Like, get it. And then I'm like
Lines.
messaging people
Lines.
like, hey, can you get us in? Like, I don't want to line up. And they're like, oh, nah, man. Like, everyone would be so pissed. Like, and it's like, oh, and so I think I went to like maybe 4 different places and was like lining up, and because sometimes the lines go quick, so you can like line up and then, but
Yeah.
not that night.
No, at the moment, everywhere's just no one can get in venues just
Yeah.
because the
The extra
capacities.
the extra like time of the checking in and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
And but yeah, just the
It's just
capacities.
the capacities,
I
I
suppose.
think, at the moment. There's more people in the mall than there is in venues, and it's no good for anyone.
Nah, I went to the Fortitude Music Hall last night for the what was it? Feed Me Fridays thing.
Yeah.
That they put on. And man, that place is. Have you been in there?
Yeah, I've been there once. It's huge.
It's massive, eh? That place is huge.
I think-
It's real nice too.
Yeah, it's a bit nice, isn't it?
I was like, I don't know if I should be in here. Like, just like, yeah,
It's a great venue.
yeah. But yeah, that's they could do some really cool stuff in there. But again, it's such a big venue that if you can't have full capacity,
No, it's
like you know what I mean, the tickets and stuff, like
it'd be
everything's
expensive.
it just blows costs out, I suppose. But that's the good things of like I suppose some of the other clubs, like what's the Birdies' capacity like? Do you
500 or
even know?
600 maybe.
Yeah. I remember Dean was saying to try and like open different areas and like trying to figure it out to see how like the best way to do it and stuff. Always
Yeah.
tweaking, trying to get it better. Yeah,
trying to make it better, more efficient. It's
Yeah.
like it's just
so
licensing,
many
mate.
restrictions and stuff. Yeah, it's like you got to
Just having field
do
days.
your best. Yeah, that's it, man. Well, let's have a quick break. I gotta go take a piss, I think, and then
Easy.
we'll come back and keep going.
Sweet.
So we're back, guys. So let's talk a little bit about production because, we were listening to a few tunes and stuff
Yeah,
before that you've worked on and stuff. So how did you start produce? Like, when did you start doing that? You said before, I think you would like making music before you DJ'd.
Yeah, so I was always, fucking like during high school and stuff. I always played like orchestral bands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Played
What instruments like would?
percussionists mainly.
Yeah.
So doing like stage bands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All that,
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I played trumpet, so I know
Weird.
exactly
all
what
that,
you mean.
all
Stage
that little like
band,
cool kids shit, bro.
yeah. The cool kid shit. Playing the triangle in the concert band and shit
Fuck
like that. Yeah, the triangle. Ding. Like one.
I wish I played the triangle.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So percussion and stuff like. it's
Yeah,
cool.
then went on to just gone on to FL,
Yeah.
obviously, and then just started just making beats, just
Was it called FL back then? Or was it Fruity Loops still?
Fruity Loops,
Yeah, I remember when it was like
Fruity Loops,
it
the old
used
Fruity
to be called
Loops,
Fruity
man.
Loops,
Yeah.
and now everyone calls it FL. Like, and everyone's
And
like,
then-
oh yeah, Fruity Loops.
Yeah, the old trial when you couldn't save your work and shit like that.
Yeah. So did
Everyone
you
starts-
start because you're a drummer, or percussionist? Did it just start making beats sort of thing? Like you're just sort of making like beats and that, or
Yeah, because I just stopped music,
yeah,
like 'cause I was playing footy and stuff like that, as you do,
Yeah.
and then
Which
just
footy?
AFL
Yeah. What position?
center.
Oh yeah, nice.
So Used to a few kilos ago.
Yeah. Used to love bit quicker.
Bit quicker.
Bit quicker
Yeah,
back
just
then.
a little bit.
More fitness as well.
Just piss fit now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just got on that. Started making beats, and then
Yeah.
just always just in my spare time, just like to take a break from stuff.
Yeah.
Just because always just uni, fucking work,
Yeah.
footy, and it's just like something just to do
Yeah.
that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And then just slowly just progresses into obviously going out and stuff, and you like make music, DJing, and it's just
so you're
all hand in
already
hand.
making this music and stuff before you really got
Yeah.
because you said you started going out a bit later when you're like your 20s or whatever. Like,
so I was like making music for a few years.
yeah.
Just shit at home, just fucking around, and then never released anything.
Yeah.
But
why not?
it's soon to come.
Yeah,
Soon
that's
to
what I was
come.
gonna say. Like that stuff we were
got a
listening to
few.
before was good, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Have
got
to
a
put
few
some
banger.
stuff out.
Yeah. I might put all their stuff, all the shit that I forgot I had in my Dropbox.
Yeah, that's right. You're like, there's already so many like tunes that you like forget. Like, I used to put like I'd put them on just on private on my SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And I was just like listening to a heap of ones I've got on there just from the last like 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, forgot about that tune. That's just, why did I not finish that? Like, you know, like what's that project called? I'm going to have to find it.
It's always good to go back to it though, because at the time you listen to the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's good to refine because you're like, oh, this actually is like not bad. Like,
as long as you still got the project somewhere.
Yeah, look.
You don't have it yet. You're like, oh shit.
Long gone.
Yeah. So like how long ago was this then? Like how many years have you been using FL, and I think you said you're also using Logic too now?
Yeah. So I was sort of just switching between, like obviously having a MacBook because it wasn't on MacBook. Like it wasn't on Apple.
That's right.
So I was like,
ages,
and I got a MacBook and I didn't have a PC anymore because I just switched to a MacBook Pro. I was like, fuck, couldn't get FL on it. And it was like all these beta things for it. And I was like, I just switched.
Real buggy.
Switched out to Logic for a bit, which was good. Just learn how to use that, and then
it's good to learn a few different like ones. Like,
yeah,
I remember for a while I was trying to learn a bit, because I'm, you know, we said before we started I use Ableton, but when I was like 12, I think I used Fruity Loops, like just mucked around, like just because I was like, you know, I was doing music at school and that, and I was like, oh, what's this program? And you can like click the little things and make beats, and I was like, oh, this is sick, like, but never like went any further with it then, and then got into Ableton, but sort of started learning a bit of FL a couple of years ago, just so that like if I want to collab with someone, and they use FL, I can at least know kind of what
get
I'm
where
doing.
they're coming from. Yeah.
Sidechaining is a pain in the ass in FL. Like,
yeah.
I remember like I spent like half an hour to an hour just trying to figure out how to sidechain.
Logic makes that real easy. Yeah, that's one thing I like when I was using that. I was like, it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Now there's like plugins and stuff. Like if you're side chaining, and like if it's basic side,
it's all just easy. Yeah, it's eeasy now.
Everything's easier now. Yeah,
all the plugins you pay for.
Yeah, I pay for mine.
Oh.
Allegedly, you pay for yours. Don't pay.
I pay for mine.
Yeah, no, because we've got the Plugin Alliance bundle, which is like awesome for mixing. I think I've got the Native Instruments Complete 10.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, 10 though. I think they're up to like 13 or 14 now. It's like it's like mental.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Like Serum's pretty good to get, like easy to get, because you can just do the rent to own thing with Splice. I just did that for
that's what I do.
Like $10.
Yeah.
And then $10 a month, and then after like 18 months, I think you own it.
Yeah.
And then it's like
that's all I do now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sick one to do.
Having cracked plugins, it's so buggy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like things just wig out and things just like shut down and that. So I think a lot of people like start with cracks of things, and then eventually
you make with what you do.
Yeah,
and then when you can finally get it.
Yeah, and then you eventually like get it, because the other thing is like, you know, you don't know if you want to use if you're gonna like a plugin.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so you get the trial and like have a crack, but
the trials are always like, I feel like they're always made to make you like it.
Yeah. Like or they're like real limited as well or something, and it's like you don't get the full, and it's only like maybe 2 weeks, and that doesn't really give you enough time to
get your head around it.
Yeah, if you're like in
properly get through it.
If you're in the studio every day working, well, yeah, you might have time then.
But if you're there
with a 14-day
once,
trial,
twice,
you get
3 times a week,
you get to use it like
5
twice
times.
in those, yeah. So I think figure out those trials, everyone, on your plugins, I reckon.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what kind of music do you like making then? Because you obviously play heap of different stuff, but what do you like making?
Like house, making
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Just house is good.
Yeah, housey tech house sort of stuff.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a
vibes.
lot. Yeah. It's a lot easier too. I think sometimes, like, to come up with cool ideas and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
just
you don't
chunky
have to.
bass lines.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to work like too hard. Like,
You
I
know,
feel like in some of the other genres, it's like you really have to like.
there's not too much sound engineering going on.
Yeah, it's just basic sounds, really.
Yeah.
But you can get weird with it. Like, I've been.
You get real weird.
I've been writing some weird Dirty Bird stuff, kind of like just strange vibes.
But yeah, working on something at the moment with like live.
Yeah.
Like sort of saxes and
Oh, cool.
stuff like that. Like your friends and basses and like sort of more of a live recording instead of a sit down just
synths and stuff like that. Yeah, recording some
more lots of more live instruments.
So do you mean that you're like recording friends playing live, or you're using samples of live stuff?
Friends like actual
cool.
like instrument.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is this like is this a project you're doing with mates, or is it just mucking around, or what?
It just always turns into a bit of fun.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
So
that's all it is. Like it's just fun.
Yeah,
it's just not. If I find myself sitting there going, I need to write a track.
Yeah,
that's when I know I'm like, just take a break, couple weeks, just otherwise it just becomes work.
Yeah. And do you want to do like more production and release stuff and build a bit of like an artist thing, or are you just like what's the goal? Do you want to do that kind of thing and that? Because I know we were talking before about touring and stuff. Like,
yeah, well, as a party R&B DJ now, but it's sort of hard to release because I'm just into everything really. Yeah. And it's just like
just music in general.
Yeah. It's just like if it's good, it's like if I vibe it. I make random fucking rhythm beats and
you make rhythm stuff ever?
Used to.
Yeah.
And then the old Future fucking bass and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then now it's house, but it's just like also many different genres I go through. I go through phases just like into this.
Yeah.
Just dive into rabbit holes. Yeah. But I just don't stick with one. I just enjoy it all. Yeah. Really. And then that's why I like DJing. Just because you can just really
that's a good thing.
Play it all. It's just
you can have a bit of different stuff. Whereas it's like I feel like if you want to make a really good drum and bass track, you have to like practice and learn how to make drum and bass for a long time. And then if you want to do house, it's like, you've got to work on some of the house stuff.
Especially if you build a brand around like releasing like a drum and bass EP, then you turn around and make disco house EP.
Yeah. It doesn't really work. Yeah. Different aliases.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you name it. What's with the name? I always ask people usually at the start, Two-Face. Maybe that's something you can work as you could have two genres.
Two genres.
That'd work. You could have like a house and something else. Oh, there you go. But how'd you get the name?
Just I was thinking of a DJ name and I was like, Two-Face people, man. I was like,
yeah. Nice.
I was like, yes, that'd be a sick name.
And was that like straight up? Like you got that name straight away, or like straight? Yeah, you stuck with it straight up.
Yeah,
because some people have like a one name off, and then that's when I first started, I was just called DJ Kingy, and I was like, that's pretty.
So you haven't ventured too far away from
it. Pretty average. Oh well, Boy King Koi. It's my last name, so yeah. But yeah, Kingy was a bit. Yeah. It was just my nickname that everyone called me, so I was like,
just DJ in front
DJ
of it.
Kingy. It's like, come on, we can do a bit better than that. But yeah, so you've had it from the start though.
Yeah. So I was pretty lucky to
figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
it's
and
handy.
then you've said you've done like bit of touring and stuff. So let's talk about where you've been and where you played. Like any big gigs that are a bit memorable for you?
All blurry.
Yeah.
No, and they all are like very fun.
Yeah.
Like each venue, but like you got Dog and Duck's fun, but it's just like the people that are there. I think.
Yeah. Where's that?
Adelaide.
Yeah.
Dog and Duck, and then
yeah.
I think it's the people that are there and the people you meet, and it's just like
that's what makes it.
Yeah, it makes it. It's like I did Cloud9 in Melbourne. That was sick.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's Cloud 9 in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, like a
Everyone knows
bucket
that,
list.
but yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just like one of those clubs where you just like bucket list.
Yeah. And when you played there, like, what stuff were you playing when you were playing?
I played in like they call it booty calls. So it was like a party R&B room.
Yeah.
And when I got there, it was like Melbourne's so different to Brisbane. Like they're playing like their R&B and party is like Jesse James, Chunky Dip edits.
Yeah, so it's still like
It's just like still just like, very Melbourne, like
yeah.
128, just
So it's not like party here is like all like
BPMs,
hip-hop
just
all
like
over the
going
stuff,
through
yeah.
BPMs.
Yeah.
But I was like, but when I played there, like I just played what I just did.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just do me.
Yeah.
And they seemed to love it. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And I was
yeah, because
like,
it was different then.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I rocked up with a laptop and
Yeah.
everyone's like,
What's going on? Yeah.
fucking laptop DJ.
Yeah. And it's like, oh,
In
this is why
Melbourne.
though. This is why though. And then you like go through all the different BPMs
Yeah.
and genres
Like-
and they're like, oh, actually
they're like-
that's pretty dope. Like
Why you turn it on vinyl mode instead of CDJ?
yeah, that's it.
Click it.
Yeah, I always use vinyl mode. I don't know. I
So
just
much
like
better.
I probably I should probably prep my sets a bit better because I don't go and set up cue points or anything. So I just like
bro, same. I'm the
so,
worst.
yeah. So like sometimes the track's not at the start of the
yeah.
of the bar of where it should go. So I actually have to like push it forward
Yeah.
and like cue it there. So it's like I need to be able to do that and be in vinyl mode because if it's in CDJ mode, it's like
Then you get those dodgy CDJs where it's like if you have it in vinyl mode and you're trying to like beat match it and it just like grabs and it's just like
Yeah.
and you're like, oh.
yeah, that's the worst. You
It's
got to
the
like
worst.
switch between
Yeah.
like you got to like, turn it into vinyl mode,
Yeah.
put it in the spot, turn it back to CDJ mode, and like go. But yeah, so Cloud9 there, you did that. What about LA? What was that one like? What's the crowds like down there?
Just cooked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cooked crowd. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah. The best thing about that is they got 24/7 KFC
Oh, true.
in the main like street.
Yeah, so you can just always get KFC.
Yeah, you stumble out 6 a.m. KFC.
6 a.m. KFC feed, man. That sounds pretty
It's
wild.
game changer.
Yeah,
It
that
is.
sounds
It is
awesome. Like
wild.
you just wasted and you finish like going out at just KFC at 6 a.m.
Yeah, so I was there because like that was my first like sort of gig without like lockout laws or like because I'd never been clubbing in other states.
Oh yeah, because you said earlier that like the laws have always kind of been
So I was
around.
just always so I was like yeah, sweet, got there and I was like, yeah, 10 just smashing drinks as you do like shots. You're like, yeah, sweet, till like midnight. And they're like, fuck, all right, going out early. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like,
we got
Hey,
like 6
hey, we
hours.
this is we can do this all night. I was like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
And by 6 a.m. you're just trash,
Yeah,
proper
it's-
trash.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh.
It's good. Yeah, I think, but that's the thing is like when you have those extended hours, you don't have to go hard.
No, you don't.
You can just like
steady.
chill and
all
like
night.
you
There's-
don't
there's
have
a
to.
good
you
vibe.
don't- yeah, and I think it's kind of like having all those laws and stuff. It sort of makes it that you gotta like people go hard real.
catch
real-
22.
Yeah, they go hard, and then that's what causes problems. Like if people didn't have to,
Go pre-drink.
even like you used to have to like go. You'd go real hard because then you're like, oh, we'll drink here where it's cheap, and then we got to go to this other
Yeah.
place for the rest of the night. And it's like, well, that means they're going to drink real hard there and then go there. If they could go there at any time,
Yeah, it'd
people
just
would
be
just
normal.
like, yeah, just drink and go. I think it's a bit strange, but yeah. So Adelaide,
Yeah, that was
good vibe.
Oh,
and so what
yeah,
happened on
it's
that
vibes.
one when you got to stay out till? Did you stay out till 6?
Oh yeah, of course you do.
Yeah. And were you
Yeah.
you were just loose then because you went hard early?
Oh yeah, you're just throttled,
Yeah.
and it's just, and the people you're with, it's a great time.
Yeah. And did you get a KFC feed at 6 a.m. then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah. Nice.
that is game changer. So anyone who
Yeah.
wants to open up a KFC in Brisbane,
Yeah.
24/7?
in just in
In the mall.
Brunswick or whatever.
it's right next to Macca's.
Oh, compete. I'd go K-Fro over Macca's every time, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless Macca's wants to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Just like sponsor us, McDonald's. Then I'll say I'll eat your food over KFC.
Yeah.
Well, actually, KFC should sponsor us. That'd be even better.
KFC and Dan Murphy's.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Dan.
I need a beer sponsor. I think I'm gonna. If there's any beer sponsors out there, hit us up. I'm keen. I'm keen. Yeah. So you did Adelaide then, and
Yeah,
what about
Melbourne.
Melbourne?
Another good one. Gladstone is
I've heard from so many people that
Gladstone, bro.
Gladstone is like goes off.
that is a vibe.
Yeah, everyone says that. Everyone I know who's like has toured there, they're always just like Gladstone's sick.
It's
Why? What's so good about it? Again, is it the people?
the people. Yeah. You got Aiden Owens, and it's just
Yeah.
the best bloke you'll meet,
Yeah.
and he'll just get you blind. Like,
yeah.
it's good. Like, it's probably the only place where like you rock up, he picks you up from the airport. You know,
Looks after you.
looks
proper.
after you proper.
Yeah.
And it's just like one point of contact. It's not like, all right, you're gonna message, oh, this person will pick you up from the airport,
He just does it.
and then you're just like, oh, meet like this random person's picking you up, and it's like,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, instead it's just taking you to hotel, or just like they drop you for the hotel, and you go to dinner. Like, you wait at your hotel and pick up for dinner, go to dinner. He's just like, you know, you just hang with him, like you go to the pub. It just
Yeah, that sounds
it's just good. It's just a good vibe. You drink all day, drink all night.
And that's the thing, like, because of that hospitality or like the good thing, like I said,
Yeah.
everyone talks
Everyone
about
lo-
how
yeah.
good Gladstone is, and it means people want to go there and play.
And
like,
the crowd's mint. Like,
Yeah.
I was seeing a club up there, and it's just a good vibe, packed.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. I think that kind of like looking after the DJs and people who come through and play in a small place like that
Yeah.
is like you need to do it.
Because
So
especially
that's
where like,
you know,
for me, when I'm like on my own, if you go into a place for the first time, you don't know anyone.
yeah, and having that
You're like
person
real
there to
awkward.
look
Like,
after
it's
you.
real awkward, but
Yeah,
nah. It's the same person every time you go there.
yeah,
And it's just
that's sick.
build good friends.
Yeah,
Well, that's what's it about, isn't it?
yeah,
Meeting
yeah.
good people.
That's it. Yeah. So Gladstone, then like what else? Like I know you've played it like family a few times or what?
Yeah, family.
Have you-
Yeah.
I mean that's not a
there.
tour, but
No.
like here.
Nah,
but-
that's
so what room? Where were you playing? At family, like was it
Main room.
upstairs? Main room. Yeah,
just
yeah.
main room.
Yeah.
Playing there this Thursday.
Oh, yep.
So do the uni parties there.
Yeah.
And they're just loose. And
Yeah,
it's just
another-
like,
another uni party.
it's my favorite gig
Yeah.
by far.
Is that another toga?
Nah, it's
No.
just uni.
Because that's
party.
crazy. Like when I was up in Townsville doing uni, O week was 1 week because there was one uni.
Yeah.
But like here,
It's
you're saying
multiples.
it's like 2 weeks of like O week.
Yeah.
stuff,
So I
'cause it's
think,
two different
yeah, it's
unis,
UQ, QT, and I think Griffith is another like different. But then everyone just goes out because everyone's
That's what
out.
I mean.
It's
Like,
just
it's like it would just be basically O week for 2 weeks.
yeah,
Like, everyone would
that's
just
what
be
it
like,
is. It's just,
it's just O week. That sounds pretty.
but yeah,
yeah.
family is, well, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Like,
In that main
the
room,
sound
yeah.
system,
Yeah, it's
just
sick in there. I was there for the Doppel album launch last Saturday. And
Yeah.
it sounded
and it's nice,
it's nice
crisp,
in there. Yeah.
and then
The
yeah,
kind of devo that the upstairs is not part of it now. Like it's
yeah,
the other room. Like it used to be 2 room. Like
yeah,
well,
2 rooms. Yeah, you have
well,
your upstairs.
for a while, it had a couple of more than 2 rooms, but yeah, the upstairs as well. So, but now it's just that main room. So that's this Thursday. You said.
Yeah,
What's this week of people? Is it last week was UQ or QUT?
no idea, to be honest.
You're like one of them. You're like, I don't know.
One of 'em.
I'm rocking up to play a gig there. So yeah, that'll be good.
So
Yeah.
they're always fun. It'd be interesting with restrictions. I think it'd be maybe about 1,000 people, maybe.
Yeah.
Usually it's like, 15, 16, like
Yeah.
big, full pack-to-pack family.
Yeah.
like,
yeah. That's
and you
what
just-
you want, man. Oh, I hope that stuff comes back soon. Like, have you done any like festivals or anything? Have you
yeah,
played any?
yeah, played Splendor, which is
Just Splendor.
which is mint with
Yeah. What
like,
was that like? Where'd you
Brock,
play?
like
Yeah.
Together Agency.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Captain Morgan tent, which was mint.
Yeah. Cool. That was
Vibe.
what year was that? 2018,
19?
19?
Yeah, 19. Yeah,
I'm trying to think because like last year nothing happened really anywhere. So
Yes.
it's like you just got to cross 2020 off the list, and it's like
Yeah, it's hard to be like.
it was the last time it was on. It's like,
the
well,
last
what
time.
year was that? Like 2019. Yeah.
Do miss it.
Yeah.
And hopefully it comes back this year.
I have a feeling that stuff when it does come back is going to be like crazy. Like stuff's going to go wild. I reckon there's going to be some wild parties and things go off.
It's gonna
Like
be huge.
some awesome shows. Like people like putting on big shows.
I think it will be back. It'll take us because music sort of died. I think
Yeah.
before COVID, like no one would really go out, even if there was big acts on. Like
Yeah. It was getting
just sort of.
But I think now people appreciate it.
Appreciate
They're like,
a lot more.
Yeah, like we need to.
And you just even see people now appreciate going out or even being allowed to go out and have a drink and be able to dance.
Yeah.
Like
Because like people down in like New South Wales and that, they still can't dance.
Yeah, no, they can't dance. Adelaide still can't dance. Melbourne.
Melbourne,
they just open back up. They
were just in a lockdown.
They just lockdown open.
Yeah, it's I've met a fair few Melbourne people recently have moved up here though. You met anyone? It's just hard because all the rental market's like just like gone bonanzas.
So
everyone's trying to move here. But yeah, that's like on the Clubhouse app. I talk to people overseas and they're just like,
wait, how good is that app?
Yeah, have you been on it much? Like
going
on it and checking stuff out?
I've been checking out a few chat rooms.
Yeah.
Like all the LA people are on it.
Yeah,
that's all they do now.
And they just because they got nothing else to do. They just get on there and talk shit. I was in a room with Dead Mouse the other day.
Yeah, I seen that on the other day. I was like, fuck yeah.
I was about to go to bed and then like
you seen it and you're like, nah, I got
no. Well, so I've gone into a room and I put my hand up. They brought me on stage, and he wasn't in there.
Oh,
and then I was like, oh yeah, I might go to bed soon. Because pretty much when I jump on, I try and get on stage straight away, even if I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, you try and get on.
At least I can say something if I want to.
Yeah.
So I just tried to jumped on stage, and then like I was like, oh, I'm probably going to go to bed. Hadn't said anything, and then Dead Mouse like comes on and it says Dead Mouse, and I'm like,
is this
actually Dead Mouse? And like I click on the profile, check it. I was like,
yeah,
like
checks out.
It's like, hey Joel, is that actually you? And he's like, yeah, I'm here. Like, and I know what his voice sounds like, and so it was him. So yeah, he was in there, and it's like, yeah, it was pretty
King
wild.
himself.
Yeah, and now I just saw this morning Rogan was on there, Joe Rogan.
Oh shit!
And I tried to click on the room to get in, but it was full. There's a max to how many people can be in a room.
Bro, how many people is that?
There was 7,000 in the room. And so I tried to click on it. It was like, this room's full. You have to wait. And I was like, what? There's a limit? Like, so yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he's just blown it up like again. And then Elon Musk was on there the other day.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg's been on there. Like, everyone's just like loving it now.
It's the new
thing. Yeah. Anyone out there who's on there, I do the music, Australian Music Industry Network room, Monday to Thursday, 6 p.m. Brisbane time. So if you want to come on, and been talking to like John Curtin's been on, the guy who like used to like run like Stereosonic and stuff. And he was like telling us all stories about stereo and just all kinds of people.
Bring it back, I reckon.
Yeah.
Come back.
He said, I asked him why it stopped. I don't know if I should tell everyone. You just got to get on the app and if you get on the app and ask him one time because he's on there. But yeah, no, it's wild because that's the whole thing though. Is like if you're not there, you miss out. You miss out. There's no recording. There's no like any of that. It's like if you're not in there and at the time, well, you don't get to hear.
I like how it's invite only.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
It makes it like. So people like it's actual people in there.
Yeah, and like
instead of just all these random accounts just
that's what I mean.
Flooding
it's actually
out
like it's real people in there, and it's like people who are keen to be in there. Like it's not just
like validated.
Anyone who's whatever.
Just signing up just for shits gigs.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's and I've had like labels hit me up to send them music. I'm like, I haven't written anything in ages, and they're like, should send us some music. I'm like, yeah, okay. Should probably write some music again. But yeah, it's like crazy because like people are just like they hear you talk and you talk to people and stuff, and they're like, should send us some music.
New age of networking.
Cool. Yeah. It's awesome. So
Future is
anyone
here.
out there, Clubhouse, you should sponsor me. Talk
Yeah.
about you all the time. But yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, and so then what about? I want to ask about these pants that you wear. Every time I see you. This is probably the second time I've seen you not wearing those red parachute pants. What's the vibe on those?
Just good pants.
Just good pants. Where'd you get them from? Were they like
A DFO.
Yeah,
$10.
$10 at DFO.
Why wouldn't you wear them?
Yeah, no, they're dope. I like them. I love like crazy pants and shit. You know, people who have like different pants and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just gets a bit old wearing all black all the time.
Yeah, everyone. I don't wear the black.
You don't wear it?
No, that's not my thing.
Black's
not my thing.
I destroy white t-shirts.
Yeah, I've definitely been in a bit of a few pickles. Like I went to do the Catch podcasts, the Catch Presents ones, and I was wearing a white shirt. Might have been my one with the Beer With logo or something. And I had all my gear. I got out of the Uber and I had like a coffee. And I went to like have a sip and I dropped like coffee all over my shirt.
Oh.
So my white shirt, and I was like, oh shit. Like I got up there, I'm like, oh, do you guys have what am I gonna? I might have to go buy a shirt. Is there any shirts around here? And they're like, oh, we might have one Catch shirt left. I was like, oh, please. And then like, yeah. So that's why in the if you watch the videos, I'm wearing a Catch shirt, a black one, but I was gonna wear a white shirt, but I dropped coffee all over it. So yeah, it was funny, but yeah, I don't know, the black shirt. Everyone says because of the sweat, like you don't see the sweat patches as much in black. But
oh no, I just spill drinks. I drink a lot of Jaeger.
Yeah,
black.
It
just stains.
Yeah, black Jaeger, or like people who have like the
vodka raspberries.
Yeah, vodka raspberries.
You see all the dudes in the white shirts, and they just like they drink vodka raspberries, just red down the front of them.
Yeah.
You're
man, so many memories of vodka raspberries, man. I'm pretty sure that's what I used to drink at the dollar drinks thing when it was like $2 for.
That's what everyone drinks.
Man, vodka apples, bro. Vodka apples are mint. If you've never had a vodka apple, you got to try that shit.
Vaplas.
Yeah, they're good.
Half apple, half water.
Oh, I don't know about the water. Get that water out.
To hydrate.
No, if I want to have a big night like that last Sunday, which you were like, man, you were wasted on Sunday, which I was. I was there early, like 3 o'clock or something, and I think I left at 2 a.m.
It's a good sesh.
But like at the start of the night or afternoon, I'll go and get, like when I get a beer, I get a water too. I'll scull the water and then I'll take my beer and go drink it. And then when you go back, get another beer,
get a water.
You scull the water at the bar and then you take it, like, man, you do that just for the start so you're like hydrated a bit. I always forget later on, like just start, like you forget to get the water.
You always forget to get the water into you.
Just get a drink, yeah. But yeah, I know I love doing that to if you know you want to have a big one and you want to be out.
If you're there to drink.
Yeah, for hours and hours.
Water.
Because I would have almost been there 12 hours. Like that's a big that's a big sesh, you know.
The water helps you wake up in the morning.
Oh, I was hurting the next day. I was hurting hard.
Bruised.
Oh, man. And yeah, it was like really hot too that next day.
Yeah.
I remember. And we need my aircon is here for the vocal booth at the moment. So I had no aircon at home and I'm trying to like recover during the day. Man.
Sweating it out.
Oh, it was the worst.
Earning it.
So what do we got coming up for you, man? Like what, just gigging around, playing the gigs. You said you're going to work on some music and maybe put some stuff out?
Yeah, put some stuff out. Got a few collabs with a few guys.
Anything you can talk about?
Oh yeah, just a few house tracks with a few mates, which is nice.
Is this the live sort of stuff you're talking about? You've been recording?
No, this is different. This is different again. Stuff. Yeah, this is stuff that's been in the works for a while.
Yeah.
So, no, which is good. So get that out and then just put shit out really. But just waiting for people. Just waiting for everything to open back up. It's just a waiting game.
People don't want to. Yeah.
It's just a waiting game at the moment.
Yeah.
Like. You can't really book or plan to like play gigs elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because
you can't play gigs elsewhere.
You can't.
Like no one's going to book a Queensland DJ to come down to Sydney
or
something when no one can dance.
No one can dance. And
so it's
But nah, we're lucky. We're lucky up here.
Yeah.
That's why I just take it as it goes. Just
Just keep playing gigs and
just
having fun,
good where I'm at.
getting
like,
on the piss
getting the piss.
on Sunday. That's
Sundays.
That's tomorrow. I was like, yeah, that's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
That'd be
good.
fun.
Just chilling.
Yeah, cool.
Not too much in the works. Just
Just
wait.
keep working on that music,
Yeah,
getting some tunes ready, and then just
Yeah.
bang as soon as we can do some
everything
stuff,
open
get
back up. Probably go to Europe.
Yeah. What, a
Yeah,
bit of a
go there.
holiday, or are you gonna try organize something?
Got
Music-wise.
I know a few people over there. Got a couple gigs lined up. Like, just go play.
Yeah,
Like,
cool.
you know.
Sort of a bit of a holiday, but a bit of a play a few gigs while you're over there as well.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Mainly gigging. Like,
Yeah.
just go over there. Like, pay for it. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Like,
Yeah,
go
that'd be
there.
sick.
Work holiday, I guess.
Work holiday, yeah.
Something different.
Yeah.
So I'm like, been banking up all these house tunes as well.
Yeah.
It's just house over there.
Yeah.
So it's just like, got all the house shit.
getting it all
kicking
sorted,
it.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, it's just wait.
The waiting
Waiting.
game. Yeah. Just keep going and playing gigs and waiting.
Yeah, working, making the money,
Yeah, make that money.
getting by.
Yeah.
That's all you can do really at the moment.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, so I suppose people can see you on the Wednesday at
Yeah, down under.
Down Under. This week you said the Thursday, because this will be out like Tuesday, so it'll be this Thursday. Like
Yeah, Thursday.
couple of days
Yeah,
if you're
family.
uni people. It's called the
Family.
Warehouse for anyone out there who's actually looking for it. People that like don't know what family is at all,
Yeah.
and they look up family and they're like, "What is like? Where's family?" Yeah,
Yeah,
the
well-
Warehouse in the valley, and then
Birdies.
just birdies all the time.
Birdies.
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
Good vibes. I love that outside area, man. It's just it's a
Oh.
good spot. Beer garden.
It's
Yeah.
mint.
Yeah,
Do love it there. It's a good crew.
yeah,
Can't beat a good crew.
that's it.
That's all you do it for is just good people.
Yeah, I reckon because like you got to spend a lot of time with them anyway. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
you don't like, it's like if you work at a job that you hate, like you hate the people.
And there's
It's
always
like
like, there's always the whole industry is everyone's like, oh, fucking so and so, fucking this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they always have bugs about where they play, and there's always shit like no one's ever, I guess, happy
shit. Yeah,
where they are. There's always
always the problem.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Birdies is just a good crew, and it's
Yeah.
just no problems. And even if there are problems, it's
gets
just like a
sorted.
family, man. You just
Yeah, gets sorted.
we're like just brothers, eh? We
Yeah, yeah.
fight, but we don't fight, but like we always have arguments and stuff. But
yeah,
it's just that's the best way to go about it. Is just throw
Yeah.
them on the table, and then
yeah. Nice,
But yeah.
awesome, man. Well, thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank
Where
you
can we
for having
find
me.
you online? Like, what's the socials and stuff?
Oh, Instagram.
Two-Face
Two-Face. Dot X.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the actual username.
Yeah, well, it was, someone probably. Yeah.
But yeah,
And
and then
Two-Face.
yeah, just
on,
Two-Face and
on
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. We'll put links and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, awesome. Thanks for coming on, man.
No, thanks for having me.
And I guess I'll probably see you tomorrow anyway at the Bird.
Yeah.
You're playing a bit later, but I'll probably stick around to see you at least.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
I'll be there a bit early.
Yeah, cool.
Get on it.
Sink some beers. Yeah, sounds good.
Just a few
All
of
right,
them.
thanks, man. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a good whatever you're doing out there.
Yeah.
All right,
Listening.
cheers.